China's decarbonization efforts are surpassing even new coal plants. Despite the headlines, China's energy transformation is more profound and hopeful than you might think. When it comes to global decarbonization efforts, few countries are as scrutinized as China. Headlines frequently highlight the country's ongoing construction of new coal-fired power plants, painting a picture of relentless reliance on fossil fuels. However, the reality is far more nuanced and promising. A rapid shift in energy landscape. Behind the scenes, China is experiencing a rapid shift towards non-fossil energy sources, particularly in the realm of solar power. Since 2022, the growth in solar capacity has been nothing short of explosive, driven by significant reductions in the cost of solar technology. According to China's National Energy Administration, solar power is now 18.5% cheaper than thermal power, and this gap is expected to widen, making solar the most cost-effective energy source in the near future. Wind power, too, is becoming increasingly competitive, with costs now marginally lower than those of thermal power. This shift is crucial because it not only reduces the country's carbon footprint, but also enhances energy security and economic efficiency. The coal conundrum. While it's true that new coal-fired power plants are still being constructed, the utilization rate of these plants tells a different story. Many of these new facilities are operating at half capacity, and some may never be fully utilized. This discrepancy between construction and usage highlights the strategic nature of these projects. The Chinese government is also actively phasing out older, less efficient coal plants, further reducing the overall carbon intensity of the energy sector. According to data from China's National Bureau of Statistics, the share of coal in the country's energy mix has dropped by more than 10% over the past decade, suggesting that the peak in coal consumption may have already been reached. Moreover, over 80% of new electricity generating capacity is now coming from renewable sources, a clear indication of the direction in which the country is heading. Innovative solutions to grid challenges. One of the biggest challenges in the transition to renewable energy is the integration of intermittent sources like solar and wind into the grid. Solar power, being a daytime resource, often doesn't align with peak evening demand, leading to curtailment, unused renewable energy. To address this, China has been exploring innovative solutions, such as the use of hydrogen produced through electrolysis powered by solar electricity. Since 2022, when China unveiled its first long-term hydrogen plan, the use of green hydrogen has become an important alternative to grid connection. This hydrogen is used to produce ammonia, which is then fed into the petrochemical industry, replacing coal-based processes and leading to significant carbon savings. Electrification of transportation and beyond. Another critical aspect of China's decarbonization strategy is the widespread electrification of transportation. China leads the world in the production and sales of electric vehicles, EVs, with virtually all new urban buses now being battery electric or fuel cell powered. The country has also built an extensive high-speed rail network and 59 urban metro systems, providing a greener alternative to air travel. Even smaller vehicles, such as the 400 million electric two-wheelers on the road, contribute to reducing carbon emissions and urban air pollution. Goods are increasingly transported to city centers by small electric trucks, while diesel semi-trucks are relegated to intercity routes. This approach not only cuts emissions, but also improves air quality in urban areas. Heating and industrial transition. The transition to cleaner energy extends beyond transportation. Many homes, especially in rural areas, have switched from burning coal directly to using electric heat pumps. Similarly, the industrial sector has moved towards electrification, reducing direct combustion of fossil fuels. This shift has made the power sector more efficient and enabled the use of pollution control technologies, leading to improved urban air quality. Why build new coal plants? Given the rapid growth in renewable energy, one might wonder why China is still building new coal-fired power plants. The answer lies in local control and energy security. In 2021, several regions in China experienced power outages, not due to natural disasters, but because power plants lacked sufficient coal reserves to meet demand. This shortage was largely due to a mismatch between rising coal prices and regulated power prices, leading local authorities to seek more control over their power supply. Local officials often describe the construction of coal-fired plants as a matter of energy security, which can be misinterpreted as a national concern. In reality, it often refers to the need for local control and reliability. While these new plants are not the most efficient solution, they are a response to immediate energy needs and do not detract from the broader trend towards greener energy. A greener future on the horizon. China's decarbonization efforts are not without challenges, but they are making significant strides towards a cleaner future. The electrification of transportation, the growth of renewable energy, and the transition to cleaner heating and industrial processes are all contributing to a more sustainable energy landscape. Even with the current percentage of coal in the electricity mix, electric vehicles in China are already 40% less carbon-intensive than internal combustion engine vehicles. As the share of renewables continues to grow, these benefits will only become more pronounced. So while China is not yet carbon-free, the path forward is clear and promising. The question is, will the rest of the world follow suit? Or will China continue to lead the way in the global transition to a greener future? What do you think? Should other countries adopt similar strategies? Or do you see a different approach as more viable? Share your thoughts in the comments.